On the interview segment of the show today, we'll have two robust and fascinating discussions and conversations. The first will focus on Made in Nigeria goods with a view to highlighting some of the possible opportunities here in the country and the current realities on ground. And on the other side of the program, we'll shift our focus of the conversation to assessing the mixed reactions trailing the Central Bank of Nigeria's proposed Naira notes redesigning. Welcome to Business Nigeria. Let's bring you up to speed with some business news stories making headlines across the country. At this time, we begin here in Lagos, where aviation workers under the aegis of Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria earlier today shut down the Murtala Muhammed Airport here in Lagos. And TVC News can confirm that travelers who turned out to take a trip within the country were stranded as flights in and out of the airports were suspended. The aviation workers say they shut the airport over the sack of some of their members by Bi-Courtney Aviation Services Limited. The company had sacked 37 workers, including the union executives. The union described the sack of its members as witch hunting and willful intimidation. They alleged that rather than implementing the conditions of services agreed with them in 2021, the management had resorted to sacking of its members. Meanwhile, the shrinking value of the Naira and currencies of most developing economies are driving up food and fuel prices in ways that could deepen the food and energy crisis that many of them already face. But that's according to the World Bank's latest Commodity Markets Outlook report. In the US dollar terms, the prices of most commodities have declined from their recent peaks amid concerns of an impending global recession. According to the Washington-based bank, nearly 90% of these economies also saw a larger increase in wheat prices in local currency terms compared to the rise in US dollars. It said elevated prices of energy commodities that served as inputs to agricultural production have been driving up food prices. Meanwhile, the federal government has announced that the estimated performance of Nigeria's domestic gas supply obligation rose from 14.14% to 64.8% in 2021. It said this was against the 50.66% that was achieved in 2020, noting that efforts were being intensified to further grow the country's gas supply volumes in 2022. Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Mr. Farouk Ahmed, disclosed this at the 2023 Domestic Gas Demand Requirements Workshop in the nation's capital, Abuja. He explained that Nigeria's gas demand requirement also rose marginally by 5.9% to 250 million standard cubic feet per day in 2022.